and welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 13th of January, 2024. Ariel, yes, it is. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Sarah, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Sarah and Dre, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. Today we're reading with this old Spanish tarot. This is one of the Marseille tarot offshoots from back in the day. And this is my own homemade Van spray, and I've going to just use 3 sprays in this big room. This is really strong. I really only need 1. But I put the link to how to make that Van and also how to purchase these cards right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Now, if you are watching on a restream and you're on YouTube, you can use the timestamps right in the video description if you don't feel like watching me shuffle, and you can get right to the reading. This does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to make sense to you, if it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it. It may not be your reading. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find the most recent replays of all the tarot readings right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com, just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. We have a shop, arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. It's a bunch of affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support. Another way to support us is with a donation. You can do that by using a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks right on YouTube. Or if you feel like using PayPal, you can go to our PayPal portal at paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga. We do appreciate all that lovely support, but that's not why we're here. Why we're here is to give you a reading. So let's just cut this deck and we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today, the 13th of January, 2023. The Moon card, the 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Coins. Okay. So today, if you can get some rest, it's really smart. It's saying that many of you are fatigued, that you haven't really gotten the rest that you need, you haven't had enough downtime. And a lot of this is because you've been dealing with the illusions of this world. This Moon card talks about how things aren't as they appear, and so sometimes we work overtime trying to rearrange the illusions when in reality that's just pointless. And it gets very fatiguing. It gets very tiresome. And so if you notice that you're fatigued and you notice that you're tired, or even if you don't notice it, just ask yourself, am I feeling tired? Do I have energy? Do I need some downtime? Do I need to take a rest? And take a rest not only from activity, but take a rest from trying to figure things out. It's okay to not figure everything out today. It's okay to just be like, let everything be the way it is. That is one of the easiest ways to find rest, is to just have a day where you say, I'm just going to let everything be the way it is. I'm just going to give everything permission to be exactly the way it is. I'm not going to try to change it. I'm not going to go up against it. I'm not going to do anything except for rest. And when you do that, you'll notice that a lot of the manifestations that seem to have been at bay and not really working so well for you just start happening organically. It's almost like sometimes when we push too hard in this realm of illusion, we just slow down the manifestation of our good. And when you just let everything be whatever it is, just for a day, you don't have to always live your life like where you don't do anything. But if you take a day and you just let it be whatever it is, and you don't have a judgment about it, you don't try to change it, all you focus on is getting yourself feeling good, getting yourself rested, taking care of you, and not worrying about everything. Nothing today probably is that vital that you can't just give it a rest, literally. And when you do that, you'll notice that a lot of the things that you've been trying so desperately to make happen just start to take place and shape on their own. And it's a wonderful thing when we have days like this. It's a wonderful lesson that a lot of the so-called manifestation principles that everybody's trying to operate under are not 100% accurate. Because if any manifestation type work that you're doing, whether you call it magic or whether you call it law of attraction or metaphysics or whatever you call it, if it's a tense feeling, if you're always feeling like you're having to work, push, it's not valid. Really, true manifestation principles, when you're coming from a magical point of view, happen within the context of a relaxed mind and body and peacefulness. And it's a dichotomy of magic that you have to let everything be the way it is before you can change it into what you want it to be. Another way of saying that is when you have a goal and you're treating that goal and you're really working on that goal, if you can't get the attitude of like, I really want this goal and I don't care if it really manifests. It's so hard to find that, but it's worthwhile trying, and that gives it power to manifest. Today's the day of not the first part of that, where you're really working hard on it and focusing and leaning into it. Today is the other side of that equation, where you just don't care, where you practice not caring one way or the other. What happens? That all you care about is you and how you feel, and how your body feels, how your emotions feel, how rested you are, how taken care of you are, right? Not so much how much money you have or whether your goals are coming true or whether this or whether that. All of the planning can be so stressful, especially when you're planning based on illusion, which we all are, because we can't see the forest for the trees in this world usually. But if you start relaxing that and not worrying so much about changing the illusion, but just saying, well, all I care about today is how I feel. How rested do I feel? How good do I feel? That's all I care about. I'm not going to care about anything outside of me. The world won't stop spinning if I do that today. The sun will continue to rise. Everybody will have food. Nothing bad will happen if I just take a day off from everything, except for what do I want? What do I want? Not in the world, but within myself. What do I want to feel like? What does peace feel like to me? What does relaxation feel like to me? What does that feel like? And how can I allow myself to let go of everything that's not that feeling? Right? So that's your challenge for the day, is to allow yourself not to have any big plans today, any big goals. Don't push up against anything and let things just manifest organically. All of those plans that you have, it's not like the universe doesn't know what they are. It's not like the universe is stupid. So it can still all go on in the background without you being part of it. And you'll just notice things just start to happen for you later. So things just start to come about in ways that you would never have been able to orchestrate. But had you been pushing, there's no way that would have happened, because you're shutting down that energy flow. 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and the Knight of Coins. It's interesting because the 7 of Cups is the upgrade within the illusion that's been going on. And often when we have upgrades happen, we mistake them. We mistake the upgrade for and think it's something that it's not. Allow the upgrade to reveal itself to you, which it's going to, without you projecting what you think it is. Have the attitude today of, I don't know what anything is. I just don't know. I know what I think I want, and I'm really clear on what I think I want. But since I don't know what anything is, and I can't really believe what my senses are telling me today, I'm going to just focus on me and feeling good and getting myself everything that I need. Maybe I need the right food today. Maybe I need some exercise. Maybe I need to rest. Maybe I need stretching. What do I need? Maybe I need to read a book. Maybe I need to go for a walk. What do I need? What do I need here in my body right now? Not my big goals. What does my life need? What do those people need? What does my family need? What does everybody else need? Right? Now, this 5 of Wands is the battle that ensues when you allow yourself to do that. And that battle is with yourself. And it's a good battle. It's a good battle. This 5 is the positive anger. You want to be a little angry with your life and with yourself if you're so fatigued, if you're always pushing and you're always feeling like you can barely put one foot in front of the other because it's just so hard. You need to be angry about that. You should be angry about that because that's not how it's supposed to be. And you want to allow yourself to notice those feelings of frustration and anger that you might experience that maybe you've been suppressing. Because that's when people call it toxic positivity, and I just did a blog post today on my YouTube about changing our words. And a lot of people hear that, change your thoughts, change your words, and then they misunderstand it. It doesn't mean when we're trying to reframe things in certain ways, it doesn't mean that we're in denial about what's going on in the world. It doesn't mean that we pretend like it's not there, but we just don't use our words and our thoughts as weapons against ourselves. And so if you get upset about the state of what you're feeling, you don't need to just pretend like you're not feeling that and start having some sort of positive affirmation as a weapon against yourself to not let yourself feel what you're feeling. If you start feeling angry about things, go for it. Pound a pillow. Run around the block. Scream into a pillow. Just don't be toxic with others about it. Because what you want to do is release that anger so that you can find that freedom, that relaxation, that rest. And it's hard to rest if you're suppressing anger. So don't suppress anger, but don't express it in toxic ways. Do something with it. Sometimes if you're depressed, anger is your best friend because it gets you motivated to get up out of bed, right? If somebody's abusing you, anger can be your best friend because it can finally get you to finally say, get out of here. Who do you think you are? And stand up for yourself, right? So sometimes anger is a good thing. It's just not the end of the story. And so if you find yourself being frustrated and angry, don't suppress that. Go for it. But do it in a responsible, positive way. Because on the other side of that, you're going to find that rest. You know what it's like if you have a big temper tantrum or something like that. After it's done, unless you've done something horrible to another person, but if you're by yourself especially, it's fine. If you have a big temper tantrum, you feel good afterwards. It's just like, oh, glad I got that out, right? And so that's when you'll notice that all of the helpers that are here to bring these manifestations to you are then let in the gate because you're no longer locking them out by suppressing your feelings and by being so fatigued and by misunderstanding what's going on and by forcing yourself to have some sort of toxic ideal of what positive thinking is supposed to look like. We do want you to have positive thinking, but we want it to be organic. We want it to be honest. We want it to be authentic. We don't want you to use that as a suppression device because that's going to get you real fatigued. So be yourself today. Let everything be the way it is. And it's all about you today and not about you and what you can do in the world, but what about you and how do you feel and what do you need to feel good today? That's the only priority. Everybody will be fine if you take a you day. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Sarah and Dre. We'll see everybody tomorrow for another general reading. Blessed be.